Code language conversation today is on exemplary. All right, like we always do with the code language, we're gonna look up the book definition and we're gonna go from there. Definition of exemplary: serving as a desirable model, representing the best of its kind. Second definition: serving as a warning or a deterrent. Okay, so the first definition is the one I want to key in on: serving as a desirable model, representing the best of its kind. I think all of this stuff is kind of tying in, right? We talked about the attractive teacher and what she should be wearing to work and what's appropriate and what's inappropriate, right? We talked about this white woman addressing black women, saying that, you know, yes, when it comes to maybe physical appeal, y'all might got us faded. Okay, cool. We got y'all faded in the behavior apartment. We got y'all faded in the decorum apartment. We got y'all faded in the act right department. We got y'all faded in the agreeability department. And not all of us, but percentage base wise, we got y'all faded. Our behavior is more exemplary than yours. See, so when we think about exemplary, I think the reason why we run into these issues with people feeling a certain way about being exemplary is because when you look like me, being exemplary in all aspects of life doesn't necessarily get you favor amongst your people. Hear me out. Exemplary. Let's say you speak proper English. You went to school, got 2 degrees. You wear a tie to work every day. You talk right. You walk right. You eat right. You exercise right. It's going to be a lot of people when you go to the family cookout. Let's not talk about strangers. When you go to the family cookout, don't be the exemplary Negro at the family cookout. Your family will talk about you worse than the public. Because being exemplary around black folks as a black person, oh, you's a uppity Negro. Oh, you think you better than us. Look at Poindexter ass. Corny ass nigga. Lame ass. You get what I'm saying? So when you're exemplary, we have to find a way to make exemplary the cool. Let's find a way to make exemplary the cool. Y'all talked about Russell Wilson. I talked about Russell Wilson. I'm going to keep talking about Russell Wilson because where I'm from, he's a cornball. And it ain't because of his choice to be with Sierra after she had a child with Future. Just in general, he's a cornball. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from. Right? But we can't exalt Future. We can't exalt Future. Right? So I think that being exemplary, we got to find some balance in regards to the way we discuss exemplary people, the way we acknowledge exemplary people, so that we have more people that are in the youth or more people who are trying to get their stuff together in their adulthood that strive to be exemplary without thinking that somehow they're going to become a lame. You feel Classic. Me? Cortez said code language, simply the best that simply the best that it can get. An example others can strive for. My definition, not the textbook. Simply the best that it can get. An example that others can strive for. I like your definition, bro. Miles Bachelor said, gotta learn to delay that instant reaction no matter how fine she is. Absolutely. That's what we call discipline. Classic. For sure. Shout out to the chat. But yeah, I think being exemplary has to become cool amongst us for us to excel as a people and for us to increase our percentages. Every race or ethnicity of people, first off, that's some American shit, right? Because if you black and you born in France, you just French. They don't call you black French, right? That's some American shit. But since we have race here and it isn't going anywhere, every race and ethnicity of people, you know what I'm saying, handles things differently. And I think amongst us, the talking down, the bullying the internal bullying, you know, for people that are too low on the spectrum or too high is crazy. It's almost like with black folks specifically in our country, it's like being in the middle is where you want to be. If you too high up, yeah, the masses gonna talk about you. If you too low, they gonna talk about you. If you somewhere in between, it's like you know what I'm saying? But we have to find a way to where exemplary is we have to change our way of thought to where being exemplary is cultural for us. You see what I'm saying? I've literally had debates with sisters and they're arguing with me to stay disagreeable. They're arguing with me for the right to remain difficult as hell. And that's what let you know we thinking bass backwards. You get what I did there? Cortez said Mr. Unlimited is as corny as they come, but he's also the best of us, and knowing that is important. I don't know who Mr. Unlimited is, but I'll look into that. I don't know who that is. Joe Jet said, so being in the middle is like social plantation. Exactly.
Classic.
Exactly. Joe Cooking. Cortez Branch said America beat ethnicity out of Black Americans. Everywhere else didn't have a problem with ethnicity. Facts. Facts. We know where we at. We know exactly what it is.
Classic.
But I think getting back to a time where being an exemplary person, it should definitely be the goal. I think the last time I knew of Black folks being taught on a regular to be exemplary was more so in regards to, like, you know, make sure you tighten up because them white folks gonna be there. Obviously, we talking about decades and decades ago, but back when we were traditionally and habitually teaching each other to be exemplary, we were being raised to be exemplary. It was to make white people comfortable. And then when we stop being on some let's make the white people comfortable shit, we start acting a fucking fool outside, and now they got Black fatigue. So I think the answer in most instances, what I'm learning from doing content, the answer most of the time is somewhere in the middle. You should be exemplary, but not because white folks are going to be there, just because being exemplary is what we should strive
Classic.
for. And acting a fool should be done because it's culturally a part of us. Acting a fool is a part of Black culture in America, for sure. But it's a time and place. Wild out in the environment that you're supposed to wild out in. When we having that cookout in the hood, we in the trenches, the trap music bumping, they smoking the yeah, it's up there like that, the meat coming off the grill, the kids running around, water fighting, everything going on, shorty over there twerking, ooh, her song came on, she doing the splits in the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot happening, water fights with the balloon. When it's that, then it's that. We in our element, we in our environment, we around each other, we all know what's going on, we all understand it. It's a cultural affair. But to get on the escalator, the walk escalator in the airport and do a TikTok video twerking in the airport, that's not the time or the place. That's not exemplary, and we don't have decorum.
Classic.
So I think the answer is somewhere in the middle, and we have to get back to striving for that. You know what I mean? I don't even know if we're actually as a populace. I don't know if we're even working on that. You know, I haven't seen this conversation being had, so we gotta figure that out. Miles said, be skilled at what's unexpected. Don't let them see you coming. Facts. Great strategy. You've been reading The Art of War.
Classic.
Cortez said Russell Wilson named himself Mr. Unlimited as a joke character for social media. Oh, okay. That'll let you know how much I keep up with Russell Wilson. But yeah, let me go back to your comment. So you said Mr. Unlimited is as corny as they come, but he's also the best of us, and knowing that is important. I wouldn't say he's the best of us. I wouldn't say he's the best of us, but I would say he's exemplary. Definition of exemplary: serving as a desirable model, representing the best of its kind. I would say he's exemplary to somebody, not me. I don't desire to be like Russell Wilson. I desire to be exemplary version of myself. Russell Wilson just too fucking cheesy for me. I'm sorry. People like, why y'all call Russell cheesy? You know why we freaking call Russell cheesy, because he cheesy. He cheesy. It don't have nothing to do with who he dating and none of that. We thought he was corny before he got with Sierra. Amen. We thought he was corny when he was at Wisconsin.
Classic.
Don't have nothing to do with his broad. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, man, that's the code language for today. Exemplary. Let's get back to that. Let's get right back to that for sure.
Classic.
All right, then.